Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. All right, guys, so yesterday, free picks, we went 1-1. We ended up losing a little bit of juice because we had Calgary, and Calgary took the lead into third period against Ottawa, and it was a tough period to watch. They were definitely on their heels for most of that third period. They ended up getting hemmed in their own zone for 3 minutes, so very, very tired defense, and Ottawa ended up scoring. I've always said, look, I know there's you don't want to ice the puck. If you ice the puck, it basically means your defensive players have to stay on the ice. You want to find a way to clear it. But at a certain point in a hockey game, you have to ice the puck and use your timeout. That's the bottom line. You have to do it. And that is one of those circumstances. If you guys watch a lot of hockey, you basically know that, once a team gets tired, where they cannot get a change, when they pass that 2.5 minute mark, you're better off to have 5 tired players are on the ice than a 5-on-4 power play. And I would be willing to bet the scoring percentages are higher when you keep a defense team on for more than 2.5 minutes. So yesterday, guys, you can see basically now instead of having 4 effective people on there, you basically have 5 completely ineffective people, and you just move the puck around, and it generates a ton of scoring opportunities. So, anyways, they got defeated. We lost that game. Pittsburgh won pretty easily in that game. Again, I said it yesterday, guys. I felt bad for Tokarski. I know what he's going to come into in that game. He's going to get shelled. He played a good game. I thought he actually played a good game. He gave up 5 goals, but I thought he played well. Okay, considering the type of shots he was getting on him, I thought he played well, and the situation he was thrust into. So Tokarski, sorry, buddy, but you woke up in Buffalo. So the other thing that I want to talk about before I get into today, and I'm not going to make this too long, guys, because I have my very first spring training baseball game that I'm giving out today. I've looked at quite a few. There's quite a few that I should have bet and didn't. Unfortunately, you know what that means. But I have one today, guys, and I like it. Definitely liking one lineup better than the others. And that's that's a big part of this, obviously, in spring training. Before I do, though, guys, something very important to talk about, okay? So, yesterday, Denver Nuggets. Okay, the Denver Nuggets, guys, minus 128. I had them for a 2-unit play in Masterclass. Okay, a 2-unit play in Masterclass. Denver Nuggets minus 128. So I look at this and I get very excited because I'm like, wow, what great value on Denver. The Toronto Raptors have lost 9 in a row. I watched the whole Raptor game last time. They looked abysmal, especially in the fourth quarter, scoring 13 points. They looked terrible. Okay, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, my first instinct is excitement. My second instinct is suspicion. Okay, what's going on here? There's something not right about this line. But then I look at it, I see all this steam, all on Denver. So now I feel really good. It's like, you know what? This is a great opportunity. It's going to be a 2-unit play. Okay, then that line goes up from basically -1, -2, -2.5, -3. One book even hit -3.5. And now I'm sitting there like I'm king of the world, blah, blah, blah. I just, beat the closing line by a massive amount. And then if you guys saw what happened, it started, an hour before game time. And then it got absolutely hammered right back down to -1. And I had this horrible feeling in my stomach. Like, I know exactly what just happened, guys. I got played like a total amateur. And I just want to, it's important I talk about this because 16 years doing this as a professional, I pride myself on being able to avoid trap lines, and be on the right side of bets. But this was a 100% Vegas special trap line. The Sharps played it like absolute champions, and I didn't. Guys. They bet that line up. They waited for that public to continue. They put that steam bets out there. You'll never convince me otherwise. They'll put that steam out there early on, guys. Pump that line up. Get a good price for them. And then they hammered the hell out of it and left the public, including this amateur, holding the bag on that one. So, it happens, guys. It happens from time to time, and I'll tell you, 16 years as a professional, and you are always learning and you're always adapting, but it does happen from time to time. I'm the first one to come out here, guys, when a play loses and say, you know what? We were on the right side. Okay, I can give you one of those yesterday. Cleveland, basketball, we had them plus 165 in the first half. They ended up losing the first half by 2 points. They missed 3 layups right at the very end and a 3-pointer that rimmed out. But anyways, I will, argue that till I'm blue in the face to say I was on the right side of that game. At plus 165, we should have had that. But you have to admit to yourself, and in this case to other people, that you were on the wrong side of a game, guys. And I was definitely on the wrong side of Denver. It turned out in the end, thinking I was on a sharp side, I was on a very, very public side. We accept our loss, but we certainly don't forget it. Okay, we remember this, guys, and we continue to learn from it. And that ultimately is how you get better at not getting trapped. Okay, I mean, there's trap lines all over the place, like walking through a minefield. You have to not step on those. And in some cases, if you can spot them just right, you can be on that other side with Vegas. I'm happy to say that more times than not, we are on the right side of those. Yesterday, not so much. All right, but anyways, guys, it is what it is. It's always a learning experience. It's always, you always want to be learning, win, lose, or draw. There's a tendency when you win, what do? You celebrate. You say, yeah, my picks are great. I went 4-1 today. I'm awesome. How much scrutiny are you giving your picks? Are you going back over and looking at them? Okay. When you have a losing day, what's the tendency? I hate sports betting. The world is fixed. I don't want to look at it. Okay. That in and of itself is kind of the issue, right? That people don't go back because, there are two emotional ends of the spectrum, and neither one of those emotional ends of the spectrum want to sit down and do any work on yesterday's game. They want to look forward to tomorrow. Okay. The losing day wants to look forward to tomorrow because what? Hey, you can make your money back and, turn it around. The winning day wants to look forward to tomorrow because, you got a rush going. You're ready to go for the next day. It's important to go back and look at your previous plays, guys, because you can have a 4-1 day and, you have gotten lucky on a few of those games. Maybe could have been losers. You can have a 1-4 day. I'll throw an example. Okay, yesterday, guys, 1-1, Mr. Hockey Squirrel. Okay, he had 2 different 2-unit plays. We had a consensus play. We were both on Winnipeg. He had Winnipeg for 2 units. I had Winnipeg for half a unit money line, and I took them half a unit minus 1.5 goals. So we both won that. And he took the Kings, the LA Kings. I didn't give the Kings out yesterday, but he was absolutely right. I mean, it was 100% the right side. The Kings outshot them dramatically and absolutely dominated them. So I bounced back and forth pretty quickly between, those 2 games. And the entire time I'm watching the LA game, they're dominating. So at the end of the day, what does that show up on the ledger sheet as? A loss, right? So a loss. Looks like a 1-1 day. Okay. If you take a step back and you look at that game again, you can think, if this matchup comes to bear again, what team would you want to be on? Team with 44 shots or team with 25? Right? All right. So, let's get rocking and rolling today, guys. It is, I don't know what time it is. I took my clock out of here. All right. But that being said, guys, there is a baseball game. I'm going to give it out in free picks. It is on at 4 p.m. It is my first baseball pick of the season. And we are going to go with the Kansas City Royals minus 154. Kansas City Royals minus 154. So very excited for upcoming baseball, guys. I am going to be doing probably another Masterclass video on baseball system, maybe some of the ones I've tweaked, some newer ones, etc., etc. So that'll be upcoming in hopefully in the next week or so. Next, guys, I have a college basketball play and I have a hockey play for you guys. So I'm giving out 3 plays in free picks. I have 6 additional plays in Masterclass. So if you guys are interested in Masterclass, I got hockey, I got more college basketball. So benderwins.com. It is $99 a month, guys, and it gets you my entire full card for the entire month. And the common question I get asked, and I guess it's because I never clarify it, people are like, if I sign up today, do I have to like pay again at the end of the month? No, your subscription goes for an entire month, and it doesn't matter what day you sign up on. So, which is a valid question, because I'm sure there's some, some places out there that would be happy to charge you 3 days after you've already paid. But not the case here, guys. You get a full month, and you get all the Masterclass educational videos. There's 12 different educational videos, everything on how to bet like a professional to the different systems that I use to make a lot of these plays, okay? So, back to it. College basketball, guys. We're going to go NC State money line. NC State money line, minus 122. Okay, minus 122. We got 3 different steam and reverse line moves, guys. Surprised they weren't favorite right from the start. They actually opened as a 1-point dog. Find that a little surprising, but, the Sharps quickly snapped that line back, on the right side, but it's still not where it should be, in my opinion. So we'll take NC State minus 122 money line. And finally here, guys, make sure I got the right one. Okay, we are going to go Toronto Maple Leafs minus 1.5 goals. I believe, because I wrote it, and I'm not 100% sure because I didn't check it right before. You should be getting minus 115, minus 120. Okay, somewhere in around that range. But Toronto, I believe it should be minus 120 unless you're getting reduced juice. Reduced juice, it would be minus 115. That's probably what I wrote there. Toronto Maple Leafs, guys, minus 1.5 goals. We got 4 different steam bets on this game. I have a couple system indicators on this game as well. One system indicator specific to the puck line, which puck line, guys, is that minus 1.5. So if you hear someone say minus 1.5 or you hear them say puck line, it's the same thing. It means they got to win by 2 goals. Okay, so we still have to lay a little bit of juice to have them win by 2 goals. But Toronto, guys, although they have struggled here and there, are still a much, much better team than Ottawa. Ottawa, guys, you saw it yesterday. They had a real skate, okay? They had to play against Calgary. The third period, guys, they were rocking and rolling, flying. I mean, Calgary got caught flat-footed, but they exerted a lot of energy and effort to win that hockey game. So now you got a team like Toronto that comes in, guys, and Toronto is a well-coached team. They know what happened yesterday. They know this was not, a Boston Bruins Islanders kind of back and forth, test your defense, I'll test your defense. No, this was back and forth hockey for, a good part of the game. There was large chunks of the game where there was no whistles, okay? It went on and on and on. And, it definitely takes a toll. I can tell you personal experience, guys. I don't remember. I know when we exert energy, build up like lactic acid and stuff like that. But, there's probably someone here that would know. You start to build up like this different stuff in your muscles when you go past a certain point of exertion. Okay. And I can tell you guys that is like the least scientific thing that you're ever going to hear out of me. But I tell you from personal experience, guys, there's certain games. Then the next day, you don't have your legs. Okay, and what I mean by that, they feel kind of rubbery. It's tough to skate. It's tough to take those long, hard strides that you need to do. And against a rested Toronto Maple Leafs team coming in there, it's going to be tough for Ottawa to keep this game close, guys. So we're going to take Toronto Maple Leafs minus 1.5 goals, banking on a well-rested Toronto team, a tired Ottawa squad. Let's take the Leafs to win by 2 goals. Okay, so that is it for us today, guys. Thank you very much. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day.